Whatever. Just hit the record button. All right. All right, let's get this thing started, guys. I'm a little rusty.
Hi guys, I'm Tom.
Hi.
Ah, I'm Paul.
All right. Welcome back, YouTube. This is episode 23 of JAC Antics podcast, and we brought back some guests with a family at this point. We got Zio Abyss and
Hey.
Naulyworld.
What's happening? Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's copyright infringement somewhere.
Fable ain't doing no copyright. Fable just chilling. He still seeing spaceships on Bankhead. Come
Bro,
on,
he
man.
still calling him Barbara. Barbara. Tatted up. Bro, that was the most livest. Like he ripped his whole shirt. He was into it. It was like, I don't know what Barbara did to him, but hey, he had to call out to her.
Barbara, a real one. That's what that is. Barbara, hold it down. Hold it down for POP and FABO.
Barbara got some zuzus and whams at the house.
Yeah, he should have hit him with the zuzu and the wham wham.
Oh, man.
Zoom with the boom boom.
All right, but let's go ahead and get on topic. We got a lot of stuff to come to you. We have E3 being canceled, the new Resident Evil that just came out, the Super Mario movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that came out. Well, it's not come out. It's just been announced that, and Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So, with all that, what do y'all think about E3 being canceled for the first initial in-person event for them since 2019?
Shocker. Not really.
He's a shocker. No, not really.
No.
I mean, at this point, they haven't done it for 3 years at this point. But this was the first time they were supposed to come back. I mean, it's a disappointment to the people that, because like us, I mean, we grew up on watching E3 on TV, on G4 TV, and things like that. So it's kind of sad to see. But at the same time, they haven't been doing it for 3 years, so it's not, like Jamar said, it's not surprising.
Yeah, because like after the first year, it was like during the pandemic, we didn't know what was going to happen, and then since Nintendo had his own thing like Nintendo Direct, a lot of other companies was just following suit, and they did their own Nintendo Direct, and it's not so shocking that E3 is being canceled. And I personally believe like it's pretty much might be the end of E3 if they don't change up something. They might have to change locations, downsize a little bit. Like you don't want to see things like that being canceled, because I always wanted to go to one.
Right.
And they might have to downsize a little bit because probably some companies are not willing to pay that type of money, or go a different direction, like a more indie route where they highlight a lot of indie games that can come out to bring like a lot more light to that side of gaming. So I don't know.
I mean, because they already have like, I forget what it's called. I think it's like Summer Games Fest, because I think that's usually when they have like more indie game showcases.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but I don't know. Maybe if they want to take like a bigger reach for worldwide appeal, maybe some indie developers could go to E3. But
yeah,
as far as the big companies coming, they've got a taste of freedom just like everybody else. They can just stream their stuff when they want to on their schedule.
Right.
They realize E3 is expendable, basically.
Yeah.
Just like remote work, I don't have to be here. I can just do whatever, whenever.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks realizing that now, but it is what it is. Eventually, probably, they will come to a realization and let a lot of people work from home that can. But with E3s, like you got stuff like PAX West and these different showcases, and like you said, everybody just got their taste of freedom, and they really don't want to spend that type of money. So I think from this standpoint, E3 has to really consider if they want to downsize their event, like change the venue, make it a different city, like go to a different city every year to make some changes.
And make it Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that would be a simple ride. But
hashtag E3 the new Freaknik.
Oh no.
No.
Make E3 great again.
Boy had women dressed up like Tron with the lights going all around them.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
So you're telling me you don't want to see Cortana looking women in real life?
We're not gonna confirm nor deny that. I'm just gonna.
Yes. Okay, that's all you have to say, bro.
I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't think E3 is necessarily done for, but I think they're definitely gonna have this kind of switch it up, like Charlie said. Maybe instead of just giving it to the big three and the major developers, opening it up to a more indie audience as well. And then just trying to give it some type of spark to separate it from the other gaming conventions.
Or you know what they could do?
What?
Have mobile game showcases.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
It's something different because I mean, a lot more people now, just because of always rushing, are probably more so on their phones.
True. I feel like mobile gaming is inevitable, but it's not something I want. That's not something I'm into. But I guess it's me being an old head, the beginning of my old head journey. But I'm not with mobile gaming. Like I might play a little MTG Arena, but I'm not gonna play a full-fledged game on my phone. But I think that's kind of the point of mobile gaming.
Yeah, it depends on what the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they need to try something different to get people back, and to me, it wouldn't be a really bad start if they did.
Yeah.
So what your ways of improving? Like what's one way of improving E3?
Like I said, more indies, maybe mobile, just a wider variety than what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they've already changed it a few years ago to where it's like a more public pass, so pretty much anybody could walk in. But I could be mistaken, but I think that's what they did already.
Okay, because it was once like a closed off type of situation. You have to be invited.
Yeah, it was like press only.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was press only, and then they only did like AAA titles and big development studios. So basically, it was like the Catalina wine mixer of gaming. So you had to be exclusive to get in.
Okay, that was a great reference. I like that movie. That was a top tier movie right there. But okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe they'll listen to the podcast and take a long, hard look in the mirror and try to change. But
Yeah, guys, throw us a sponsorship.
I mean,
Yeah, holla at your boys, man.
what did y'all say? No, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next topic, and that's Resident Evil 4. I think I'm the only one that didn't play the demo. But I seen it's still the same game. It's just running off a different engine. But what did y'all think when y'all saw it and played it? Did it feel different? It
felt less clunky than playing the original one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that the original one was bad, but PS2 versus PS5 era is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can aim and move at the same time in this one, which is something that you couldn't do in the first one. They were just getting the kinks out. I didn't play the first Resident Evil 4 on PS2, but I had played 5, 6, played a little bit of 7. I beat the remake of Resident Evil 2 twice. So like I give myself I compare it a lot to Resident Evil 2. Um the graphics, number one, amazing. The engine that they use, the RE engine, runs. It has zero compatibility issues, so it runs on anything. And besides the graphics, the gameplay is amazing. Like I remember Resident Evil 2 getting these. You get this visceral feedback, like when you headshot a zombie, the you hear the meat squelch and you see it pop out and everything, and there's realistic textures to everything. Oh yeah, another thing, you get to see Leon's evolution as well. In Resident Evil 2, Leon didn't do the kung fu kicks and the German suplexes he was doing in Resident Evil 4. He was a rookie cop, so you get to really see Leon's evolution. He's shooting zombies in the kneecap, backflip kicking, cross karate kicking. You get to see that training that he's went through from Resident Evil 2 up to Resident Evil 4. So yeah, once I do play it, it's gonna be.
I see they really characterize him a lot more in the beginning as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a little more animated than he was.
So, what is the major differences of what y'all played from the remake and the original, other than the graphics?
It would just really be the opening sequence, because from what I remember, you're driving with somebody and you pull up to the shack and you see an old man inside. You know, you ask him about some directions somewhere, he turns around and he's a zombie, but they completely redid that. You're like going down the basement and you know, you see some enemies there.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else is pretty much the same. You go up to the village, the dude you drove with being burned on stake, and you got to fight off all the villagers for a bit.
Now, did they have I didn't play the first Resident Evil 4 on PS2. Did they have the side missions like they do in the the Resident Evil 4 remake has side missions where you can, like, after you basically clear out an area, you can take on contracts from the guy that sells the weapons, Freaky Zeke, who sells the weapons.
Whoa!
What are you buying?
Whoa!
What are you selling?
Whoa! Why is his name Freaky Zeke? No.
Because he got his face covered up and he wear that cloak. I call him Freaky Zeke, man. This dude just look freaky, man.
Bro, if you've ever seen him or heard how he talks, you would think he's either a or some kind of freak.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
Henceforth, Freaky Zeke.
Oh,
but
okay.
But yeah, in the new Resident Evil 4, the remake, you can get like side quests from him, and you can go back through the area and side quests be like shoot 5 rats or shoot these talismans that are hanging up. Was that type of stuff in the original Resident Evil 4?
I don't know. You were just trying to survive. It wasn't no side quest. Just find Ashley and get the hell out.
I feel you. Yeah. So that's one thing that's different. Another thing is there's a parry feature in the new version. Like, you know, Leon has a knife, and if you quick press R2 or you quick press the right trigger, he can actually deflect oncoming projectiles. Like if somebody throws an axe at him, he can actually use the knife to deflect that, and he can also deflect different strikes and stuff. So that's one nice thing that I think they added in there. It's kind of like in Resident Evil 3, the remake for Resident Evil 3, where they gave what's the name of the dude? I can't remember the name of the dude, but they gave him the option to punch. They gave him the option to like just randomly punch people out of nowhere. But yeah, it's like those small little advances that make Leon feel more advanced each time a new Resident Evil comes out.
Yeah, because they did the same thing with the main character from 7 to 8. Like in 7, he was just a regular husband trying to figure out where his wife was, and then in 8, he a combat genius.
he, he a tactician.
I think
Right.
everybody who sees a zombie, they become a combat genius later.
That's what it.
Right.
That's what it seems like. Cause like you know how Resident Evil went on for so long. You got Claire, Leon, Chris,
Ada.
and Ada.
Chris,
They
you
all
gotta say, you gotta say
they end up.
every time you see Chris, you got to Chris.
I'm not gonna say it with the Mississippi accent. No.
For Resident Evil 5, like the ending where Chris and Shepard were fighting Wesker, and he was coming back for the second boss fight, and he came out the lava. He was like, yes.
He sound like you need a bolo tire or some stuff.
But yeah, so yeah, that is something that I seen as interesting. Like they all upgrade. Like Leon was a rookie cop, and he ended up working with the president in the story. So yeah, all of them end up getting advanced after fighting them zombies.
Yeah, which is a natural progression, and I kind of like that, um, that type of progression. And so you're saying that is worth at least checking out if you haven't played it. Um, it's already out now, but
Yeah,
it's it's worth going to pick up.
most definitely. If you
Yeah.
played the first Resident Evil, or if you're a Resident Evil fan in general, like me, I became a Resident Evil fan later in life because a lot of games were scary when I was little, so I wasn't playing the Resident Evil. My first one was 5. But I mean, if you want to revisit it in the current gen specs, graphics, and quality of life improvements, this is a go. 100%. If you're a Resident Evil fan or you just a horror fan in general, go ahead and copy.
Okay, okay. What about you, Zio?
I liked what I saw from the demo. So I would say yes to pick up. The only thing I didn't like, or I don't know if it was just a glitch, because I know from playing the hard way, the original one, I used to kind of cheese the first level because you have to survive for like 5 minutes, but they don't outright tell you that.
Mm.
So I used to like climb up the bell tower and just kill everybody that was coming up the ladder.
Oh,
Hmm.
I tried that in the demo. They let me do that like 2 times, and like the floor broke.
yeah.
Oh
I don't
God.
think they want people doing that.
Yeah, they did add that. Like, yeah, they used to be able to survive on the. From what I've seen in the YouTube videos, I never played the first one, but yeah, you could climb up on the clock tower, just stay there until the time ran out. But if you try that in this one, the floor caves in. So that's one of the things they added. Like, nah, this ain't like the old one.
Nah, boy,
Yeah,
you gotta run.
Yeah,
no.
you gonna be in some real danger.
You
Real
only got
kid,
like 2 or 3 clips, and you gonna run out.
and you got to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, what else is next is if you haven't heard of people, Budokai Dragon Ball Z is coming out. It's coming out with Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and you saw the trailer. You had all the old graphics, and then it's just transferred to the new graphics. And I like Budokai growing up, so I'm pretty sure this has been a long awaited game. And I started playing with the Budokai, not Tenkaichi, and I eventually got like Tenkaichi and Tenkaichi 2. And then I didn't get 3. I don't think I got 3. But this has been a long awaited game for people. And what do y'all guys think about it?
It's been a
I
long
mean,
time coming. No, for real, because it's like I've played Budokai, Budokai 2, Budokai 3, and I only played the first Tenkaichi.
Yeah.
But the thing I really loved most about those games was like the what if scenarios, because I know in it was either Budokai 3 or it was Tenkaichi, you had like that one mission where you played as the villains fighting everybody.
I think that was
mm,
Tenkaichi 1.
Yeah, I think it was that one. So yeah, it was like some kind of weird mission where you play as all the movie villains and try to take out everybody, but then they turn on each other. And I knew in like Budokai 3 had crazy what if scenarios like Gogeta fighting Broly, which apparently ended up being like a real thing in the movie, but
Yeah.
Right. So
I can't wait to see what they do with like super era characters.
right. So didn't they even have like GT's Super Saiyan 4 in one of them?
Wanna say that was in
Wasn't it Budokai 3? I know it was in Tenkaichi too.
I
Yeah.
think it was at least Tenkaichi because I think Budokai 3 only went up to like Buu Saga.
Right.
Um,
It didn't get to like GT and stuff for
I
like
think.
with the Budokai, and I know at least two because I don't think I didn't play three, but yeah, with that, of course, there's conceptions with Bandai games, and you don't want it to be like Naruto and just like the upcoming Naruto where they just it's just the same game, but they up the graphics and just add a couple more characters.
No, that's worse. That's a collection that's already been released like 3 years ago or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's constantly being re-released like DLC. But
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, as far as with Tenkaichi, I've always been hyped about Dragon Ball Z games. Played, I've been playing Dragon Ball Z games since Legacy of Goku, Super Sonic Warriors on the Game Boy Advance, and I played Budokai 1, 2, 3, and I played Tenkaichi 1, and I owned Tenkaichi 2 on the Wii. Which Tenkaichi 2 literally, it was just like the last Naruto game. It literally had every character in the DBZ universe in it at the time. They had a Raw, the little robot girl, and they had people from Dragon Ball in it. But what I'm wanting from DBZ, number one, of course the graphics are gonna be amazing. Cell shaded graphics on like current gen. They current I don't know, I can't really tell the difference between current gen and previous gen graphics as for when it comes to cell shaded games, but I know that's gonna be a good thing. One thing I'm looking for out of Tenkaichi 4 is character. I want a buttload of characters, and I want some, like Jamar said earlier, the what if scenarios, and also some type of customization, like in the original Budokais.
Oh,
You
the
know they have to
capsules.
exactly, yeah, the capsule system.
Yeah.
I want them to implement something like that, or they could do something like Xenoverse and create a whole bunch of create like a whole alternate story. If they gave you the option to create your own character, that would be great too. Because I was hoping they was gonna come out with a Xenoverse 3, but then they came out with Tenkaichi.
Yeah, shoot. That and they did like the tournament things and you can unlock characters like that where everybody's
Right.
like going to the world tournament. That'd be
Hmm.
pretty cool.
But I also like the little Easter eggs they did too, because like I know with Budokai 3, the only way to unlock Oob was you had to fight using Goku to defeat Kid Buu, and then you had to like do a certain move. I think it was like the Spirit Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like you had to actually finish him like that because he would transform to Super Saiyan like in the actual show.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, like scenario based unlocks. That would be fire too. I doubt they do it. They're probably gonna, DLC is so prevalent these days in this day and age. They probably gonna just throw Oob in there as DLC or something in a pack.
I ain't paying for him. He trash.
Yeah, yeah.
God,
Not for real, dog.
boy, you
Ain't paying
savage,
for your
ain't
pimp, not for real, dog.
it? That ain't my dog like that. I don't know him like that, dog.
He came in at the end of everything. Screw him.
Like he's straight, but he straight. He's straight. Shit.
Yeah, but it's alright. I just hope that once we see actual gameplay, we can actually have a better opinion. But from the trailer, we didn't really gather that much from the trailer. It was just an announcement, so you just hope for the best, and I hope they implement some new things and not like rehash it. But it would
Yeah.
still be good if they kept the same formula from Tenkaichi 3 because that's gonna please a lot of old fans, but I'm pretty sure they want to get some new fans as well into the series. So it'll be a wonder to see what they'll make. Hopefully they learn some things from like Xenoverse and stuff like that, and Fighter Z. So if they learn some things from that, because that was the biggest Dragon Ball Z game up to date.
Right.
So yeah. Um. So with that, we go on to the next topic, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are getting a game, and it's based off of the new novel, which is The Last Ronin. Do y'all know what The Last Ronin is?
Never read them.
You never read them.
I've seen them. I never read them.
Oh, okay. But the base of the story is that it's in the future, and pretty much all the turtles have died except one, and that's Michelangelo. And even Casey Jones has died, and I think April O'Neil's like missing an arm or something like that.
What in the Cell Saga is this?
Right. It's crazy. Like, because the whole basis when they first announced the novel was just like, it's like who is, like, it had this turtle. It had one of the turtles. Now we know it's Michelangelo, but it had all their bandanas on the floor, and you was trying to figure out who's the lone turtle survive. Everybody thought it was Raphael, and it's like it was totally like nobody would think it would be Michelangelo. And he's going against the Foot Clan in the future and stuff.
I would have said the fifth Ninja Turtle.
You talking about the girl?
Yeah, Venus, I think her name was.
Yeah, I think that was only in the '90s cartoon, though.
She was in live action too, wasn't she? She was in.
That's where I first saw her.
Okay. What's that?
Venus de Milo.
Yeah, but so with that type of game, what do you think it's gonna be? It's gonna be like a side scroller, or it's gonna be an open world game, like a sandbox type situation, or
Like a Batman.
that would be fire. That would be fire.
Yeah. If it was like Arkham City or Arkham Knight, that would be cool. One thing that I'm really hoping for is I'm reading the article and it says that the developer is unnamed.
Mhm.
I'm hoping the developer knows exactly what they're getting themselves into, because potentially this could be a great thing. You got Michelangelo using the sais, he's using the bow staff, he's using the katanas, and he's using the nunchucks. So I'm guessing he'll be able to quick switch between the four, and he's gonna have like super attacks based off of each one and things like that.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be one thing. It's gonna be a outright brawler, and then if they add the stealth elements, because he's a ninja
Right.
at the end of the day, and he operates in the night, so they can add stealth elements to it. It's so many ways that it could go. I just hope the developers are able to handle and understand what they have in their hands. Like this thing has the potential to really make a studio.
Right, yeah, it's like how they messed up like Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, with the microtransactions and everything.
Yeah, that messed it up.
I don't see how you would put microtransactions in this one though.
Nah,
Yeah, that would be.
because it's a single player game. I think it, because yeah, I can definitely see it in more of the styles of like the Arkham series and stuff like that. Even with, I think like a lot of other game studios are going that route.
Or hell, like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, that too.
Could be.
That too.
I hope not. I would rather it be more Arkham than Ninja Gaiden, just because. But I can see how Ninja Gaiden would make more sense though, because he literally has to, like with Ninja Gaiden, you can quick swap through your items. Like I feel like if it was like Arkham Knight, you'd have to pull up a radio menu and then switch your items that way. So I can see it being that way, but I don't know. I would be.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad either way.
Yeah, we're just gonna see what it is, and it's been announced. So I guess it's starting development now, or are they in the works to start development? But Is I hopefully it's gonna be uh, a good thing because even in the thing it says it's been inspired by action RPGs like God of War, so it might be taking the God of War approach about things too.
Yeah, could be third person over the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that one's it's kind of a slower pace. I don't think a ninja based game would. I wouldn't like a ninja based game to be slower, but I mean we just gotta wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
I guess it just depends on what the pace of it's going to be like, or is it going to be more story driven, or
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Or is it gonna be open world?
So we gonna see about like what since this just got announced, it's gonna take a while. It might be a couple years.
2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2025 on it.
As I put 50 cents on it.
You said 50 cents.
Yep. I got 5 dimes on it.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what news that comes from that. But that was just a nice tidbit for people that grew up on Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of other games that turn to movies or books that turn to games, we have a game that is being turned into a movie, and you know how that
For the
normally
second
goes.
time.
You said what for the second time? Yeah, it's the second time. But you know how that normally goes. But from the trailer, it looks good. We seen what happened with Sonic, and since Sonic had to have one, his rival had to have one. Super Mario's coming out on April 5th. How do y'all guys feel about that?
I'm feeling positive about it. The trailer looks good. I mean, the acting, from what I can tell from the trailer, it seems pretty decent.
Yeah,
I just have to watch it to tell. For real.
You got Chris Pratt playing Mario.
Yeah.
Hey, one voice actor ain't about to say the whole thing though. If it goes belly up though.
But you
The
got
weird thing,
I was like, you got Cleveland Jr. and the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Jack Black, and Jack Black is playing Bowser.
and don't forget Seth Rogen's doing Donkey Kong. It seems like now that I think about it, they do have like a star-studded cast. I like the trailers that I've seen, and it's it brings back a lot of nostalgia seeing Mario do the jump on the mushrooms and Peach picking up the fire flower. So I think it'll be a good time. And then just a little interactions like when Bowser was fighting with the penguins, that little snowball fight that turned into him just steamrolling them and taking over. They're basically drawing two audiences. They're drawing lifelong gamers because Mario's been out since the 80s or early 90s, and then they're drawing in the kids with their with the animation style and the and all of that. So it's like the best of both worlds and it's bringing them together. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be hard to mess this one up.
Right.
Hey man, as long as they don't have cockroach hot dogs in this one, it should be fine.
Cockroach hot dogs.
Did you ever watch the first Mario movie?
No.
They had that in there.
I haven't seen it in forever. I gotta rewatch
What year did it come out?
93.
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Boys, when they're serving up roach hot dogs to people.
I guess I'll do a cutaway to the actual video. I gotta find that.
That movie got a 4 out of 10 on IMDb.
That movie was dog shit.
That shit was trash when I saw it in 4th grade. I'm like, what? This
This is Mario Luigi. His name Luigi Mario. How y'all brothers and y'all got different last names?
And it's still not as bad as Venom.
I mean, I'll go back and watch it with, fresh eyes. But I'm not expecting greatness out of it.
No, this boo boo.
Yeah, just like what Kendrick Lamar said.
What did he say?
And A1's the day one.
Nope, he said boo boo.
Yeah, you eat, you boo boo, thirsty.
It sound like if she hit the fan, you ain't a fan.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be. I think it'll be a good movie, especially like all these newcomers and old gamers that want to go see it. And from the trailer, it looks good. It looks really good. I think it's taking that same approach as Sonic, and if they take that approach, it's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, most definitely.
It'll be a day one Blu-ray cop for me if it turns out well.
Right.
If
Yeah, we gotta see. Well, it's it's gonna come out what next?
next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, 4 days. We got 4 days.
Yeah. So we'll see in a minute. We'll see we see what he hitting for.
Do what they hitting for. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be all right. But yeah, man, it's been a minute since we did a podcast together, so yeah, we had to come get you to hop on. What are your final thoughts for the day? What you guys say?
Hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Hey man, guys, ended on a positive note.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just glad to be back vibing in the Ritz Carlton. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Jack, bringing us on and shoot, man. Just keep them coming. Just keep calling me. I'm gonna keep coming.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, man.
It's nice to be back on here.
Indeed.
Yeah. Make sure everybody go like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Share the video. Share the channel. I just posted 2 videos yesterday. Go watch those. Go like them. Share them to your friends. Shout them from the highest mountain. JAC Antics just dropped, dog. Like, come on, man. That's what we need to grow.
Hey, you
Y'all
should
better
make
do
that
it.
an
I'm gonna
actual
watch it
drop.
too.
Yeah, right.
You should make that an actual drop. Like JAC Antics just dropped, dog. Like a producer said. That would be hard. That would be hard.
Probably so. Follow Naulyworld's channel. I'm going to link it to the description below.
Hey.
Zio Abyss going to have a channel soon. I don't know when. He'll let us know. He
Working
does,
on a review right now.
he does his drawing. He does reviews on his channel. And some more tech reviews coming soon. I got some more headphones for you on the way. So, and a lot more other tech reviews that's coming soon. So, follow everybody. We're gonna keep this thing going. And thank you again for watching. Peace.